We need to talk. I think this relationship has...
If you leave me, I will kill myself.
Hi everyone, this is Claire, and this commentary video is going to be different from my usual formatting. In my usual videos, I would be dividing it into sections and explaining each in turn, but for this video, I am just going to get this off my chest. This will hopefully be the last time I will ever talk about her and the FNF community as a whole on this channel, but it is something I feel like I need to address. You may have seen my video about her before, but this time I want to go more into depth and explain why I stopped associating with this person. Camilla Araujo, known as PikaPika-2000 on YouTube, is a Friday Night Funkin' community member and very active in the MMD community and occasionally in writing. Her persona is the elephant as shown on the left, with the purple shirt and purple pants. She may be recognized by that or by her Miku Miku dance sona, as I'm picturing on the left here. And she has been quite active in not only the Friday Night Fun communities, but the Genshin Impact community, the Legend of Zelda community, as well as the Pokemon community, which she is known for her renders and model uploads for. You may be aware also, but she also created my old MMD model as pictured on the left. I have replaced it now with this one, which I must prefer, and is from a much longer time friend who is still very cool. Give Moonren some attention, he's awesome. But the main thing I need to address in this video is the reason I stopped associating with her. I'll start at the very beginning. She and I met back in 2019 over Vocaloid Miku Miku Dance. When she and I started talking on Discord in 2019, when I started writing Vocaloid fanfiction, you can still see some of my old ones, though they're very old and very shitty, especially in comparison to my new fanfictions. With that, we talked for a while, we bonded over many things, Vocaloid being one of them, though we also bonded over Disney movies, cats, and just general interests. Our relationship was very innocent. I was about 15 at the time we met, she was 18 years old, and we had a lot of fun back then, until things started going a bit south in about 2021, when I was 17 and she was 20 years old. She started in about late 2020. She had informed me about her fetish being a diaper fetish along with scat and piss. She told me that she did this for comfort reasons, which I found kind of weird, especially since I was 16 years old at the time and she was 19 years old. But I said I was okay with it because we were very close friends at the time. During this time, she sent me Vocaloid diaper pictures, usually without permission, which I found kind of uncomfortable, but I nodded off at the time as I was still young and didn't understand the full extent of them. As for 2021, this is when things started taking a turn for the worst. She drew my Sona in a diaper, that's her on the left, that's how my Sona used to look with her gray shirt and her white skirt. Those who remember me from my weeb era probably remember that Sona. And started asking to do diaper role plays with me, usually concerning Senpai from Friday Night Funkin', who she was obsessed with at the time, and Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club, who I had kinned at the time. This was quite weird, but I went along with it. She was 20 and I was 17, mind you. And with these RPs, I ended up growing a bit of an attachment to her, as she grew an attachment to me, and we were very close throughout the Friday Night Funkin' era, which is something else entirely. That is, until June 2023, when I got cancelled by the Friday Night Funkin' community. She ended up being one of the people who sent something in that caused me to get associated with bad things that she had done, and I was blamed for her actions. Over the course of the next months, she kept on suicide baiting me and victim blaming me as well, constantly threatening to kill herself in my server, where there are minors, by the way, and constantly saying that she was going to hurt herself because I disagreed with her, or just getting overly angry when anybody confronted her in any way. In November, while she was dating Joan, a well-known groomer, Jeanne Bernard, she ended up turning against me with her and told me that I would regret making her suffer, quote-unquote, for the issues that we had over the past few months. With this, in December, she had launched a full harassment attack towards me, where I received several doxing attempts, rape threats, and more from the Friday Night Funkin' community, as well as caricatures of me and my Sona, as I had discussed in my previous video about Friday Night Funkin', mostly involving drawing me as a pregnant trans man and the like, which was weird. Something to note about Camilla was she had a fetish for trans men, which was really gross and made several members of my server extremely uncomfortable. That aside, Camilla was overall just not a good person. She was a bad friend. She prioritized fame over everything else. She constantly forced her fetishes on me and other people. And she was not a happy presence in my server. She made many of us very uncomfortable on multiple occasions. Nowadays, she continues making content in the Friday Night Funkin' and Genshin Impact communities. That being said, I don't encourage you to harass her. I encourage you to just block her on every platform you can find. But if you choose to, that's your choice and not anybody else's. I do not want to associate with her anymore, especially after the diaper, the shitting, the pissing, and even the autogynephilia RP she forced me to do with her. I personally do not want to remember my days with her. I want to move on from her, and if possible, do not associate me with anything associated with her. So that's why I stopped associating with her. That's why I stopped using any content related to her. And hopefully in the future, I will not have to deal with her, nor will I have to mention her again. I intend fully to leave her alone as long as she leaves me and my friends alone, as we do not want to be anywhere near her after the amount of time she has hurt me. That will be all for this video. See you in the next one, everyone. Bye.